Live and on the air from the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park here in Detroit, Michigan. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Jack Morris, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
So stepping in is Kenny Lofton, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 2-1 home. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is K-line. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run here, leading off the ball game. First home run of the campaign for him as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
So now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Stepping in now, Larry Doby. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Reyes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
At the plate, Frenmel Reyes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away.
You know, all the pitchers I talked to throughout the course of my career, they always said they wanted to establish the heater the first time through the order. Right there, he kind of took a different route, throwing a nasty changeup.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Home half of the first coming up at Comerica Park, and the Tribe are off to an early 1-0 lead. Bob Feller is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now to the plate, here is Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls.
So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Popped him up. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Into the box now, Harold Castro. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Into the box, Al Kaline. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 3-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 1-0. Striding in for the Indians, Jim Thome. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throws in time for the first out of the second.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And, guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fouled off. A payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
In now for Cleveland, Cesar Hernandez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Runners on first with one down. Two and two now. Changeup taken for ball three, well below the zone.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. Two away. Now to bat, Austin Hedges. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Baddoo able to track it down for the third out. One left for the Tribe. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Alan Trammell. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Here's the 2-1 home. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Runners off for second. Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. He's running again. And he fouls this one off. Ground ball left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So a long at bat has a positive dividend when all said and done.
Yeah, Absolutely. They're not all beauties in the box score. He's able to get that ball through the left side for a base hit. Way to grind it out.
In now, Akil Baddoo. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Softly hit toward the hole. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
Batting 7. The first
Here's how the
baseman.
Indians are setting up on D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
So now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. The 2-1 home. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now Cabrera swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's rung up for out number 2.
The third baseman.
Next for the Tigers, Jeimer Candelario. A potential tying run for him at third base. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Got him to swing under that one. It's 2-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Kenny Lofton. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario. Hit on the ground to short. Trammell's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Larry Doby.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Larry Doby. He flew out in his last debut. inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Runner at second here with one man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Couple of runners on base with one down, and that brings up Grady Sizemore. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. First and second now, one man out. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Into the box now, Frendel Reyes. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark, and he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, Jim Thome. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 down, runners at first and second. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tremble onto the grass. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Indians forced to settle for 1. Bottom of the 3rd now, and now it'll be the catcher, Eric Haas.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 22, Victor Reyes.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
At the plate now, Harold Castro. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Now a move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw. And he'll dive back in. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit softly down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll just step on first here to take the sure out.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
Next up for Detroit, Al Kaline, runner in scoring position with two gone. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he misses again. Ball 3. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lofton is there, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Cleveland's out in front, 2-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jose Ramirez. The 1-1 home. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So next to bat will be Austin Hedges. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. One and one, here it is. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fouled off. Now another 1-2.
That's a ball.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Hit sharply on the ground. Barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Indians 2 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Fouled away. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And now in the box, Jonathan Stowe. He singled first time up. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
And stepping in, Akil Baddoo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Thank you.
None out, runners at first and second. On a rope to the second baseman. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good
Now
straight
batting,
changeup, El
the third
Cambio.
baseman,
There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed and the ball. It just doesn't get there.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. And that misses 2-2.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kenny Lofton. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Cabrera over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Larry Doby.
Striding forward now is the DH, Larry Doby. It was a walk in his last trip. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
The batter will be Grady Sizemore. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Lying toward the alley in left center. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
At the plate, Franmil Reyes.
Ball 2.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the box, Eric Haas, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. One and two to the Tigers catcher. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Racing back the center fielder to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Tigers have cut this to a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Victor Reyes. And the comeback with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Harold Castro will be next. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 3-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time. Making him work out there. The ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Therefore it is Lofton. He's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
Next will be the designated hitter, Harold Castro. No hits to this point. And the pitch on 2-1. Hard hit to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Next up, Al Kaline. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. The 3-1. High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Indians 2 and the Tigers 1. Top half of the sixth about to get started. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jim Thome. The 1-1. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line.
Now
I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. And he fouls this one off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baddoo is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Hedges.
So now into the box is Austin Hedges. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there. And it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Indians lead 1. They lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. Working for the punch out and the offering, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, center fielder, Akil.
Striding in is Akil Baddoo, trying here to plate the tying run from second. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Trammell rounds the corner and is headed home. Well, he has some trouble with it. The relay throw.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate, and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
Comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Nick Whitgren is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Nick Whitgren.
So now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
To the plate now, Jamer Candelario. Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Into the box now, Eric Haas. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 3 runs already home here. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
A good job of hitting right there, D-Roy. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run.
1 ball.
And it's 1-2. Struck him out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen,
next for the
if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Harold Castro. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there, but he drops it. Haas rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
At the plate now, Al Kaline. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So there's number 400. What a moment as one of the game's best circles the bases again in his great career.
Yeah, and to me, this is one of those career-defining moments, guys. When you make your way into the 400 home run club, you're going to start being mentioned amongst the greatest power hitters to ever play this game. It's rarefied air up there, and it's been really incredible to watch him perform.
Zach Plesac gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Leza.
Stepping in now, Alan Trammell. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Line drive base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Man, the hit parade continues. It's not an easy thing to do in professional baseball. It doesn't seem like this inning's going to ever stop. Right now, they've already scored 7 runs.
Into the box, Jonathan Scope. Oh, he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. 7th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 8 and the Indians 2. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Kenny Lofton. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Line towards center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at-bat in this one.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Cabrera trying to get there. Nobody out, runner on first. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there on the first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So base is empty now after the double play, and standing in is the DH, Larry Doby. Here comes the 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Baду finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Indians there. Still 8-2. Akil Badu. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last AB. Here comes the 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
To the plate now, Miguel Cabrera. All even now, 2-2. From the stretch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Next batter is Jeimer Candelario. A man at third with 1 away. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Eric Haas waits on deck. And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Next, here is Eric Haas, and they're runners at the corners now. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 9-2 ball game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Now it'll be Victor Reyes. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Phil Maton enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Harold Castro. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Detroit is out in front, 10-2. Daniel Norris has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. is Grady Sizemore, singled in his last at-bat. Now the 2-1 pitch is in off the plate.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
The 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the 8th. In now, Franmil Reyes. A bouncer up the middle. To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Standing in now, Jim Thome. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Indians fail to score, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Ready to take his hacks again, Al Kaline blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
At the plate now, Alan Trammell. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. No one out with a runner at second. Hey. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Alan Trammell, a 2-run shot. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Schoop. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Brian Shaw comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So now to the plate, Akil Baddoo. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Miguel Cabrera. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
In now, Jamer Candelario. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. One, 2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. Tigers are out in front, 13-2. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 2-1 home. Fly ball out toward left center field. Reyes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Up next, Cesar Hernandez flew out last time up. Now the 2-1. High in the air out toward shallow right. K-line is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Indians down to their final out now, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. Sliced hard on the ground. Gloved by Cabrera. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 13-2 is the rather one-sided final tally. Detroit wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jack Morris earns his first win of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.